Down to about the 2-yard line. And with the play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good. Here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They pitch it out to Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. It's Rudolph. Flush to his right. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Rudolph throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
No. Check. Patriot!
Try to pound it in. Kamara. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And out now come the Vikings. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Ready? Going.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Cook. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Denzel Perryman in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook, able to push his way through. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Cousins now. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Third and goal for Cousins. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, here's Rudolph. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, 382, let's 50. Quaker Omaha.
A first down throw for Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Carlson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Rudolph looking to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Rudolph off play action. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean their magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Rudolph looking to throw it. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch, one-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Rudolph going to throw again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
There's Kamara trying to run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They go play action here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Play action. It's Rudolph. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and will still.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Minnesota. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Cousins now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 382, listen. Through.
Cousins on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Cousins. And incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Rudolph throwing on second down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run. This is Kamara, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now it's Rudolph. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Detroit!
Here's Rudolph now on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Will Fuller, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. First down. Here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Now in desperation. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Cousins again. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit!
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone!
Here's Rudolph. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one goes for 29 yards on third down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Packers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gotw saying so long, everybody.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear.